But this was put out right here. Again, hell, I thought it was fake originally. And I guess it's not. I mean, it's crazy. White girl running from the fade. There's Angel Reese right there. There's, of course, Caitlin Clark doing the responsible thing, not wanting to tank her public relations. Like Angel Reese walking away after the take foul the other night, or the other day against the Chicago Sky.
The WNBA is currently dealing with one of its largest scandals to date, one that concerns racism, reputation, and accountability rather than basketball. After reposting a TikTok that many claim incites racial hatred toward Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese has come under fire. The video mocked Clark while making racist remarks about her, and now the entire league is being pulled into the controversy. Fans are furious, players are split, and the WNBA commissioner has officially responded. This isn't just another small feud. This is a turning point in women's sports. Let's go over everything you need to know.
Well, I don't know if you know this or not by now. And I saw that post from Angel Reese, or what I thought was Angel Reese, or whatever I got told was Angel Reese, about the white girl didn't want any of the fade or something like that. I thought it had to be a mistake. Somebody asked me about it, and I said, no, surely to God she would not have even Angel Reese surely realizes not to repost something like that, right?
The internet erupted when a TikTok video that made fun of Caitlin Clark using audio laced with racist remarks was reposted to her story, expanding its reach. Many fans accused Ree of inciting hate under the pretense of shade, while others defended it as just another retort in their rivalry, and others described it as dangerous and polarizing. The tweet was silently removed after making waves for a while, but social media was inundated with screenshots and comments, preparing the ground for a backlash.
Hell, I guess I was wrong. I guess she did. And so now that I'm really starting to look into this, I'm like, God, not only is this real, but you've got media members that actually do try to hold the WNBA to some kind of responsibility. They're talking about there's no room for hate, this and that and the other one. And you got a player that's blatantly advocating for violence against far and away your most popular player. All right, and bringing race into the situation.
The TikTok in question used offensive language that subtly but clearly framed Caitlin Clark in terms of race. Viewers were not blind to the implication that Clark receives praise because she is white rather than because she is talented. Rather, the video exacerbated racial tensions rather than fostering a dialogue. Angel's choice to repost it not only damaged her reputation but also jeopardized the WNBA's cohesiveness, as the league already struggles to strike a balance between inclusivity and identity marketability.
And I was like, again, somebody sent that to me and I said, it's got to be fake. And I was like, nope, here's a video on TikTok right here. And that picture is in this video. And it was reposted by Angel Reese. And let's see if I have the ability there. I'm going to just turn that down because I don't want a copyright strike. But right there, there's the picture. And Angel Reese did, in fact, repost this on TikTok, it looks like, and share it. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Or are you kidding me? And the WNBA is going after and lecturing Indiana Fever fans in this investigation? Are you trying to tell me Angel Reese is not going to get suspended for this, not going to get fined for this? Or is the WNBA too gutless to stand up against things like this, even if it is against a white woman?
Fans quickly criticized Angel Reese for her terrible decision-making on Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram. Trending hashtags included Lay Double Standards and WNBA Divided. Supporters of Caitlin Clark called for responsibility, while other Angel Reese followers charged the media and league with hypocrisy. Sports experts, influencers, and even former WNBA players were included in the discourse, which swiftly grew beyond basketball and became a cultural flashpoint regarding racism and acknowledgement in women's sports.
Right here, Angel Reese cries about racism that never happened, then goes on and reposts openly racist TikToks. This is why the WNBA is a joke. It not only allows, but encourages racism against white people. Well, it takes a step further here. Because my boy over at Outkick, Bobby Burack, who's a hell of a good journalist, did reach out to the WNBA. Right here, I asked the WNBA if they had a comment on Angel Reese's racist post on TikTok about Caitlin Clark. The league had no comment, nor would it address Reese suggesting she wants to fight Caitlin Clark. So much for, quote, zero tolerance for hate. You know, the WNBA is running an ad right now about, I think, the physicality of the league. And at some point, we just gotta ask the question: is this what Kathy Engelbert and the WNBA wanted? Is this what they wanted? Is all this drama, all this? I mean, I understand it's good for ratings. Maybe the commissioner's sitting back and she's secretly smiling about this or whatnot, but you're still targeting the fan base that's funding this whole thing in the Indiana Fever.
Fans demanded a response from WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert as the controversy grew, and sponsors watched. Finally, Engelbert released a well-worded statement saying, "We are aware of the post and the concerns raised. The WNBA promotes inclusion and respect across all platforms. We've reached out to the parties involved to address the matter privately." This was a diplomatic move meant to calm the storm, but many wondered if it was too little, too late.
All right. They're the ones grabbing the ratings. They're the ones paying up for the tickets, even on the road. And I've got to wonder, are you going to start seeing more empty seats even at Caitlin Clark games? Because I can tell you this, just from what I can gauge, a lot of Fever fans are already sort of fed up. All right, they're already sort of fed up. And you could hear it from the crowd. The crowd said that they, I guess, Kathy Engelbert came over and lectured the crowd prior to the game the other day. How about at Kathy Engelbert? Does she have any comment? If the at WNBA wants to be taken seriously, we should have transparency on these types of issues. Absolutely.
The WNBA has been accused for months of favoring Caitlin Clark because of her race and media appeal. This controversy has only served to fuel the flames. Some contend that Black athletes, including Angel Reese, do not receive the same protection or support, while others claim that Reese's actions harm her credibility as a role model. The league is working to develop, but incidents like these cause rifts between players, fans, and even sponsors. If the WNBA doesn't handle this delicately, it runs the risk of alienating everyone.
The WNBA is officially having their Jussie Smollett Bubba Wallace hoax situation. Right here, right now. You're watching it. And there's other things going on like this being shared by Angel Reese. WNBA's turning a blind eye to it. Do they not realize, look, if you want to be taken as number one, if you want to keep all these new fans around, and you want to be treated like a real sports league, you've got to start taking things like this seriously and quit worrying about going after somebody because they made a crack about Brittany Griner being arrested in Russia. Sports fans are going to go after Brittany Griner over that. They're going to heckle her over that. I heard that yesterday and was like, are you kidding me? Fact, Brittany Griner got arrested in Russia for cannabis oil, which is illegal in Russia. You expect sports fans to not literally heckle her with that during a game? Have you ever been to a Raiders game, an Eagles game? You gotta be kidding me.
What was Caitlin Clark's response to all of this? Surprisingly, she remained mute, opting not to publicly respond to the post that said, "Silence speaks volumes." Clark has always preferred to let her game do the talking, whether that is intentional or genuine. While some praised her for taking the high road, others saw it as a lost chance to bring fans together. Angel Reese has previously been accused of igniting controversy, from the "you can't see me" gesture during the NCAA finals to current court antics, and her composed manner in this particular situation only served to highlight the contrast between her and Reese and sway public opinion in her favor. Reese is frequently presented as the league's villain, which isn't always accurate, but her social media decisions haven't helped either. Supporters claim she's just unapologetic, but in a league that craves mainstream respect, every public move matters, and this one might have backfired.
NBA Centel, which is a parody site, a satire site, shared a fake post about the WNBA banning booing. All right. At first glance, I saw it and was like, well, I can't believe it took them this long. And then I saw who posted it and was like, okay, good. But that just tells you it got a lot of people. That post, a lot of people thought it was real. Because at this point, we're expecting the WNBA to literally do something absurd like ban booing in a sports league.
Major media quickly analyzed every aspect of the drama, particularly Bleacher Report and Sports Podcast, which reported on the debate nonstop. However, rather than promoting clarity, a large portion of the coverage exacerbated divisiveness. While some headlines minimized the racial dynamics, others seemed to be intended to set the two ladies against one another. The framing of the media is very important in this case, and many fans think that biased reporting, rather than merely Angel or Caitlin, is fueling the flames. It's interesting to note that companies connected to both players have mostly remained silent. Reese's endorsement deals with Reebok and Amazon, and Clark's with Nike and State Farm, have not made public statements, but these businesses are definitely keeping a close eye on them, because in this day and age of brand activism, one mistake could cost millions. Silence is a tactic, but if the outcry from fans persists, sponsors may be forced to react, which could change everything. Does the WNBA penalize Angel? Either implement a league-wide social media policy or ignore the topic. There is no denying that this issue cannot be ignored. The league must choose between supporting unity and allowing division to spread unchecked. Whatever the outcome, it will affect not only Reese and Clark, but also the WNBA's reputation, because this isn't just a viral moment. It's a mirror reflecting the league's exact losses.